Baby, I'm sorry, it's over. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not even sorry. It's like, thank you. Next.
If I tell you do like this, I'ma show my do like this. If I tell you do like that, I'ma show my take out to the left.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be funny if I came to y'all with a story time about how I broke up with my ex on Valentine's Day. Okay, I was being a savage. Before I go forward, make sure that you go click that subscribe button and you turn on the bell notifications. Yeah, let's get into it. I'm in middle school. I have this one girl and she's like close to me. She's my best friend. So I'm gonna name her Molly. So me and Molly, we are best friends. So me and Molly, we always hanging out after school. We always on the phone. We always texting each other. We always, you know, popping shit together and whatever. So I used to play outside like a lot. Like it used to be like me and then like all the kids on the block. But Molly didn't live by me, so she's not one of the people that was on my block. My dad, he would just be like, you know, go outside and y'all can play or whatever. So like it was me and this other girl that used to be my best friend. And me and her, like, we would always be outside and we would be playing with like these 3 other girls that was on the block and like 3 other guys. So like we would play tag, we would be running back and forth down the street or whatever, and we would be playing double dutch and what the thing called, hopscotch. Like we would be playing all that, like, you know, the good old days, and everything was nice and simple. So the boys that we used to play with, one of them, well, 2 of them go to the school and they're best friends too. So the 2 boys is best friends. I'm about to get them names in a few. So the 2 boys is best friends, and then me and Molly, we was best friends. So the 2 boy best friends and me and Molly, we all went to the same school. We would be in school and like Molly and one of the boys that was best friends, we're gonna name him Tom. So Molly and Tom, they started talking, and so they talking or whatever, and it's like they about to get into a little relationship. It was me, I have to name the other guy. So it was me, I don't know what the, and James. So me and James was, oh, I need to rewind because this is getting sticky. So Molly and Tom started talking, and you know, they started feeling each other, whatever. So Molly would always come back to me and be like, sis, you know, like, I'm really feeling him, I like him, you know, I think we're gonna get together or whatever. Like, oh, you should think about talking to James. And I'm like, James? Like, let me take y'all back. Like, this was my very first relationship. I don't even count it. So it was my first relationship, but it wasn't my relationship. So this was like my first, was going to be like my first encounter, like, you know, in that kind of setting, I guess you could put it. So when she had said that, I was kind of like, girl, I ain't looking for no relationship. I don't need a man. I'm not looking for no relationship. What are you talking about? I should get with James. I'm like, James not even cute. Like, I'm not even attracted to him. Like, if I was to get in a relationship, it would not be with James. Molly talked to me like, oh, well, me and did I name him Tom? I think I named him Tom. But me and Tom, we've been talking, and you know, James really like you. Like, Tom and James be talking about you, and then Tom be coming back to me and telling me about like how James feel about you and how he think you cute and how he want to be in a relationship with you. And I was like, for real? And she like, yeah, girl, like, he really like you. And I'm like, I'm not interested. So, you know, it's like next weekend or whatever, we all playing outside, and James started talking to me. So he's like, well, you know, like, I like you, and like, we should be in a relationship. And I'm like, no. Like, do you not understand the words that is coming out of my mouth? So, you know, every weekend he keep asking me, we in school, he be asking me, he be talking to me or whatever, and I just be like, no. By this time, Molly and Tom, they in a relationship, they love birds, they happy or whatever, and you know, they just chilling. So I feel like it's kind of like pressuring him to want to be in a relationship because his friend is in a relationship. Like, I'm not really pressed. I'm just like, you know, you happy, sis, go ahead and do you. It was the time, like, that's when kids want to be fast and stuff and everybody wants to be in a relationship. But I had started to feel bad after a while because he just kept asking me all the time, and I'm just like, you know, I'm kind of ugly, and ain't nobody gonna go with you. And I'm like, I don't really want to go with you because you're not really my type. But I really started to feel bad. Like, I really got so spot because I was like, dang, you know, I keep dubbing him like he never ever gonna have a girlfriend. I painted this picture in my head and I started to feel bad for him. So he asked me one day.
It was this moment right here when I knew that I had f***ed up.
I was like, oh my God, fine, like, I'll be your girlfriend. So I tell him that, and like, you know, he go run back, he go tell Tom. So Tom and James, they all giggling, cackling, or whatever. By the end of the week, the whole entire school know, including the teachers. Like, my gym teacher, he was like, oh, you got a boyfriend? Like, you gonna go with him? He was like, you really gonna be in a relationship with him? And I remember this like it was yesterday, because I was like, dang, like everybody was like, she chose you, like she gave you a chance. Like, what did you do? Like, what did you have to do? Like, it wasn't even like about looks and everything, because I looked decent, you know. I wasn't cute, but I wasn't ugly. So it was more so like, you know, Simone, you at the top of your class, like, you get all your work done, you quiet, you do what you gotta do. And he more like, he kind of rowdy, he playing, he want to be a class clown. Like, you know, we seemed like two total opposites. So everybody was more so surprised, like, about that like, I guess since we're in a relationship, we made a connection, which wasn't so. Me, James, Tom, and Molly, like, we would do this thing, like, now since we was on a relationship, we would get on the phone every night. We would get on the phone on 4-way. I remember this like it was yesterday, because we used to do this every single night. We would get on the phone 4-way. Like, do you know the last time I've been on the phone 4-way? Like, I only be getting on the phone 2-way. Like, we was on the phone on the 4-way, and like every night we would talk. Like, we would have a couple talk. So we would just be talking like regular stuff about the basketball game, about school, what happened in school that day, the homework. We'll probably get on the phone at like 7 o'clock. So from 7 to 9, like, it would be group talk, it would be couples talk. Then after 9, you know, Molly and Tom, they slide off the phone like, you know, we gonna talk to y'all later, because, you know, they gonna talk on their own or whatever. And I just be like, Molly, sis, you really gonna leave me on the phone with him? Like, you know, I don't want to be in a relationship with him. I already told you. Really? She like, girl, like, give him a chance, just let it go. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna try. You know, since I done got myself into it, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put a valid effort. I'm put my foot forward, and, you know, I'm gonna give it a try. So couples talk is over, and it's about 9 o'clock. They get off the phone, so it's just me and James on the phone now. So me and James, we talking, but it wasn't like we never formed a connection. So like, we never ever had, like, you know, a legit connection where I could be like, you know, he had a popping personality, but, you know, it just ain't work. Like, we never had anything. Like, it was never like, you know, it was never that. Like, so like, we would really be talking surface level, like, oh, what you watching on TV? Oh, you watching SpongeBob? Oh, what episode? Oh, what you get on your test? Oh, you got a B. What you eat? What did you eat for snack, for dinner? Oh, you had chicken and rice. Oh, that sound real good. Like, that's how we would be on the phone talking. It wasn't like, oh, babe, I love you. oh, I miss you so much, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Oh, you gonna walk me to school? No, like it was none of that. And I was just like, dang, like why do you want to be in a relationship with me? Because I'm not even treating you like, I'm not even treating you or giving, like, you got the title, but like I'm not even treating you the worth of the title. Like, why do you even want to say? We were together for 5 months. Don't ask me how I was in this relationship that I didn't want to be in for 5 months, but I was. Like October or November comes around, and you know, we do couples talk, then we get on the phone and it's just us talking. So he's like, yo, like I gotta tell you something. Well, you could like hear like his voice is like real sad, and he's like, yo, like I gotta tell you something, I've been meaning to talk to you or whatever. He start crying. He like, well, my grandma passed away. And I was like, you know, when people tell you stuff like that, like you don't want to say it's okay or like everything gonna be okay, because like at that moment, like it's not okay. Like it might be okay later, but at that moment it's not okay. Like that's not what somebody wants to hear when that happens. So I was just like, dang, like, you know, I didn't know. Like, I'm so sorry to hear that. Like, I'm here for you if you ever want to talk, if you need me or whatever. Like, you could call me, we could talk about it. Or like, you know, if you need help, I'll change the subject and we could get your mind off of it. It was like the first time like we kind of connected, because I lost my mother like probably like 2 years before this whole situation had happened. So like I had knew what it felt like to lose somebody, so I really felt for him. And I was just like, dang, like, you know, I felt like at that point I realized, like, you know, you're a human being and like, you know, you deserve to be loved or whatever, and life is too short. So I was just like, oh boy, like Simone, stop being like that and just be nice or whatever. So I'm like, all right. So from that day on, like I was nice. I was acting like a middle school girlfriend. So like we would walk to the store together after school, and like we would play at recess together, because we still had recess. So we would play at recess together in the middle of the hallways, like while we was switching classes. I forgot we used to switch classes. But in the middle of the hallway while we used to switch classes, like, you know, I would stop at his locker. I'm like, well, how's your day going? What's going on? I was doing the whole nine, you know. I was giving it a go. I was giving it a go. So after a while, like we connected that night, and for like probably 2 weeks after. And then after that, it was just kind of back to how it was. It was like, well, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. But I was just stuck in that funny position, because it was just like, dang, like you just lost your grandmother, like I can't break up with you too, like, you know, that would be real. And I was like, you know, let me just stick it out and see how it works. Like months passed and it's February, so he asked me to be his Valentine, and I was like, yeah, like I'll be your Valentine. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna get you a gift or whatever. And I was like, okay, like cool, like that's fine, I'm gonna get you something after school. But he told me that he was gonna bring my gift to school. So today is Valentine's Day, so we go through classes and everything. I'm talking to Molly, like, oh, like how's y'all Valentine's Day going? She asking me like, oh, what y'all got planned? And I'm like, girl, he got me a gift, and like I'm gonna go home. It gets to the end of the day, so he had texted me earlier, like in the middle of the day, like after school, meet me by my locker and I'm gonna give you a gift. So I'm like, all right. Boom. So last bell rang, I'm gathering my stuff and I'm walking to the locker. So I see him talking to this whole other boy. It's not what's his name? It's not Tom. It's this guy that he talks to like occasionally. So he's at the locker, he got his phone out and he's like swiping or whatever. Like I'm not over his shoulder, but I'm like, I'm a good distance where like I could see what he's doing and what he's tapping. So he getting his messages. So I'm looking, I'm like, you know, I see a little heart that looks like the heart is next to my name. So what are you doing? So he's showing old boy me and his messages, and he's like, he's over there, he's whispering, but like I'm close enough where I could hear. So I'm like, he over there, he got the phone. Let me get it. He got the phone. He over there, he's swiping. He's like, yeah, bro, like me and Simone, we doing real good, but I feel like, you know, she gonna try to break up with me. So I told her that my grandmother had passed away. And like, my grandma did pass away, but it wasn't like my grandma. It was like my distant grandma. So you know how you got like your grandma, you love her, you over there every weekend because she make a Sunday dinner. And then you got your distant grandma that you see like once every 3 years. It was his distant grandma that he seen once every 3 years. So once he found out that I wasn't feeling him and I was about to break up with him, he came with all the antics. He used that shit to his advantage, and he strung me along for about like 2 to 3 extra months that I did not have to be in a relationship with him. And I was like, that crazy bop when you like, you know, gather my thoughts. What you gonna do? So I'm sitting there like, did he finesse me? Like, did he play me? Did he play me like a violin? He did. He definitely freaking did. And you know, when you in a relationship and you give a guy a chance and he start treating you like you the ugly one, that's how I felt. I felt like he started treating me like I was the ugly one, and I was not. So all this time I'm sitting there, I wasn't there for that long, but, you know, I had to tell y'all my feelings. This all happened in the span of like 30 seconds. He said what he had to say, and like I was like there. So they standing next to each other still. He still got the phone out. I walk over, I'm like, hey boo. He's like, hey, oh, I got your gift. So he pulls my gift out the locker and he's like, oh, here you go. And I'm like, shit, I'm gonna take this. He got me some chocolates. I got the assortment. He got me some flowers, the red roses, and I got a little teddy bear. It was a little white little teddy bear and it had little red little paws and stuff. He was so cute. He was like, I love, and it had the little heart in the hand. Y'all know little teddy bears I'm talking about. And they said, I love you. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. Oh, these two, thank you. And I was like, you know, I've been meaning to tell you something. And he was like, what? And I was like, it's over.
What the fuck tried to say? And he was over there.
This went off. Like, I started bugging. I was like, you really played me, and I was trying to stay with you, and I didn't like your ugly ass anyway, and I felt bad for you, and I was trying to be there for you, and all of a sudden I was like, da 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 da. He was like, I'm so sorry. How did you find out? You know how guys be like, he got the lip going, everything. He like, bro, I'm so sorry, like, you know, I should never did that. And I'm just like, like, don't call me no more. Delete my number. Thank you for the chocolates. I won't see you around, because I'm gonna act like I don't know you. Walk past you, getting too strong, like I never even met you. After that, we didn't talk. Like, I still was playing outside because I was still friends with everybody else, and he was still like friends with everybody. Ollie and Tom, they was still in a relationship, so they was fine. Like, they was having little issues or whatever, and I was that friend that was in a relationship, that was being a counselor. So I don't know how long they stayed in a relationship, but they was in a relationship for a while, but eventually they broke up. That was that. I was like, give me my gifts and I gotta let you go. Deuces. yeah, y'all, I was trying to be nice. Like, I just, you know, he might have been cute to somebody else, but he was not cute to me. And, you know, I gave him a chance. And he played me. He played me. He played me good, too. Like, you're not supposed to play about stuff like that when people die. Like, basically, that was the end of my story time. You know, I had to let him go on Valentine's Day because he was doing too much. He was doing too much, and he didn't deserve me in the first place. Period. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is the perfect story since Valentine's Day is coming up. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. And go follow my new business page if you guys like my lashes and y'all was watching them the whole video. I will be selling these on my website. Go follow my Instagram at The Glitz Company. They will be launching soon. I love you guys.